After spending months working only with a laptop in most ridiculous places and poses, I finally built my desk setup. But at the end of the day, it's not completely perfect. So here's my monochrome, stone desk setup tour and everything I bumped into while building it. Not the cheapest desk setup, nor the most expensive, modern, ultra high-end tech desk setup with Apple XDR displays. You know, I'm financially responsible man. Subscribe if you're financially responsible like me. Jokes aside, I try to keep everything here on point and simple. Starting with my laptop. The brain of the desk setup is 14-inch MacBook Pro on M1 processor. It is the base model, but for me, with all my 4K editing, it is enough. The laptop connects to the monitor with USB-C, and since it is so easy to connect the laptop to the desk setup, sometimes my wife sneaks here with her M1 Air to enjoy some comfortable work, while I'm forced to sit at her desk setup. Should I build her a proper one? MacBook sits on a stand from Amazon. You can manually adjust it to the thickness of your laptop. The monitor is 4K 32-inch LG. I really wanted to try LG lineup and it didn't disappoint me. Great build and image quality. It has some extra ports where I connect my mouse and the monitor light bar from Baseus. This light bar is on a budget side, it has 3 temperature controls and the dim button. The monitor has also 2 5-watt speakers, but the sound is not really great, so most of the time I use my headphones or my Bluetooth speaker. The monitor has a VA panel, so it has high contrast, which is great for watching movies. But on the downside, the color coverage is not the highest. For me, I chose VA panel specifically, but if it is important for you, watch out for the specs while shopping. Besides USB-C, you can also connect the monitor with HDMI or DisplayPort to get high refresh rate. But I stick to the USB-C so I can power up the laptop from monitor with 65-watt charging, even though my MacBook comes with 96-watt Apple Power Brick. By the way, with only a single port, I don't use it at all. I always wanted to make a dedicated charging station with multiple ports at my desk setup for all of my countless devices. I talked with Ukraine and they suggested the great solution for me. And they are kindly sponsoring today's video. So for my at-home charging station, I use Ukraine's new first Nexode 300-watt GAN charger. First off, it has the great build quality and in hands feels pretty sturdy, and minimal design looks premium. 300-watt capacity is massive and it is distributed between 4 USB-C ports, with this one particular port maximum output of 140 watts and 1 USB-A port. With Ukraine's speedy 3.1 fast charging protocol that doesn't hurt any devices, this charger managed to power up my 14-inch MacBook to 50% in just 20 minutes. What amazes me most that with full 5-port charging, it provides all the needed capacity to charge my MacBook, my wife's laptop, my Steam Deck, my iPhone and my camera. It can even charge 3 laptops at the same time. So I don't really need any other charger in my apartment. And if you too need a charging station at your desk setup, check out Ukraine's 300-watt 5-port charger using the link in the description. The charger has some weight to it, so it sturdily sits on my drawer unit. And here I keep all of my devices, camera gear and have easy access to everything I use on a daily basis. Always charged and ready to go. Alex drawer or any drawer unit is a must-have in your desk setup. Because, you know, we all have so much stuff and to have clear minds, we need to have a clear desk. Here I store my EDC, wires and cables, some tape and instruments, camera gear, light and audio gear. I have another storage solution for some small stuff and my go-to EDC on the desk itself, Orbit Key Nest in stone gray color. I also ditched the original monitor stand because it took a lot of space and replaced it with a monitor arm. I didn't find a white arm at that time to match the desk setup theme, but now there are some options on Amazon. I still want a light color arm, but I don't want to spend extra money on a new one, so I bought some paint to give it a new look. Always wanted to DIY something, and here we are. I wish the monitor has the front panel also in white color, to match the back and the wires, but it's too scary to paint it. By the way, this is my custom-made transparent screensaver. It displays your current wallpaper and the minimal clock over it. I left a link in the description. Now to the desk and 3 things I love and hate about it. The countertop is amazing, but with the width it's a little bendy. To be fair, you only notice it if you look from afar. But still, the width of the desk is too narrow, 60 centimeters. I would add an extra 10 centimeters and it would be perfect. As for the frame, love the gray color, works perfectly, the sturdiness is amazing, but if I were to choose another desk again, I'll go with the C-shaped legs instead of a T-shape, to have more space for under-desk drawers. I also made a small mistake here while figuring out the cable management and screwed this tray box too close to legs, so I sometimes bump my knees at it. On the side of the countertop, I added the hue light strip and it can easily elevate the desk setup. At night, I always put red color to ditch the blue light and prepare for good sleep. All in all, because light reflects better from white and gray colors than from darker surfaces, you can just with a few steps change the whole mood in the room. Chair. My first really ergonomic chair, and honestly, I love it. I recently tried sitting in my previous chair from IKEA and it felt rough. So with this chair, I ditched the headbar immediately. I tried using it for a couple of days, but didn't feel the need for it. The handles. All I can say is it is fun to play with them. The recycled pirate in the comments suggested to use caster wheels so it won't damage the rug and the tiles. Done deal. To add some sauce to the desk setup, I added the desk mat. I always wanted to try the wool felt and the feeling of it is amazing. But you know, coffee mugs are also a part of my desk setup, so I really enjoyed this desk mat until I spilled my coffee on it. I tried to clean it, but nothing helped. Well, here's the lesson. If you love snacks at your desk, buy yourself a desk mat that you can easily clean. So I changed mine to a vegan leather desk mat from Orbit. It has the same stone gray color as the theme of my desk setup. For mouse, after heavy-duty MX Master 3, I wanted to try out ultra-light gaming mouse and settled with Razer the Tether V3. The software doesn't support macOS, so I couldn't set up a perfect sensitivity. But Jacob from the comments recommended the app called Better Mouse. And it worked for me. Love the design of this mouse, it's ultra minimal and easy to clean. My go-to keyboard for the last couple of years was Mechanical Keychron K2. It's a great keyboard, can't complain, but I think it's time to test out some different options soon in the future, just to add a little bit of spice to life. So here's a quick tour of my desk setup, hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, check another video from me that I think you could also like.